Alright, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chain. We got a lot to cover today. Actually, you know what, hold up. This dude is ripping the flute. Okay. Lots to cover today. Oh, yeah, hold up. My bad. Alright. Memecoins, AI, gaming. Lots to cover, so first things first, like I said, we've had a pretty good bounce now on Bitcoin over the last, maybe 2 to 3 days. A lot of coins have already been up 50 to 100%, which is very good to see. Bitcoin is now at 65K, which is, again, that's good to see that this bounce is finally, getting some more bullish momentum. It was obviously we had kind of a double bounce here. It fell through that support area in that range, if you want to call it, and it's coming right back. And it's still too early for me to tell, if this is really just gonna set sail, cruise well into new highs from here, or if we're still gonna chop for a little bit. But again, just seeing a relief rally, and I feel like the market sentiment definitely has bottomed to a point. Yo, no way. So I guess we're already now in the greed somehow. Literally a week ago we were at 27. And in the fear is usually a great time to be looking for any sort of buy opportunities, right? But in my opinion, to see this already within a week into the green, that's kind of weird, to be honest. But either way, like I said, I'm not trying to be too optimistic yet because it's hard to know, exactly when we're gonna go into new highs. But again, I remain insanely optimistic over the next few months. So one of the main things I wanted to bring up too, so I talked about a lot of gaming coins the other day on the channel. We actually have Moon Tropica up. Technically, from initially when I called this and now just when I talked about it on the channel, it's up around 100%, which is really good to see, in a matter of a few days, less than a week. But this pump I don't think is going to, continue for me. It's probably going to pull back a little bit. And, honestly, seeing the strength in Moon Tropica, definitely will be looking to, add even more than I already put in, if this can come all the way back down. Again, just because the full out market sentiment is starting to, I feel like, pick up a little bit. But again, we're not in a full out bullish, striving into new all-time high run yet. So I don't know how, much a lot of these short-term mini pumps right now / recovery pumps are going to last. Usually they got to show signs of strength and bottoming out to then continue an uptrend. So like I said, I feel like this will probably pull back, range bounce for a little bit, and then it can probably continue upwards of $20-$30 within a few days to maybe, a couple of weeks, just depending on what Bitcoin does. But like I said, Moon Tropica has definitely been a more high conviction gaming coin recently, and my gut has proven right, which is good. I don't know what it was the last 2 weeks. I've been so bullish on gaming and really trying to decide what to add to and or call, but I just remember the strength from this token was insane a few months ago. But now we get a major convo here. I'm gonna pull up 2 different deck screeners here, or you know what, I think I could pull up 2 charts on one. That's not what I meant to type in. So let's see. Got deck screeners because we got 2 major meme coins right now battling it out for $1 billion in market cap. We got our 2 contestants. Number 1, as always, a staple to the channel, MOG, Men of God. We got Mog Coin sitting at 817 million. looking beautiful. Literally one of the most bullish charts in crypto, I swear, as of today. Let me do multi-charts. I've only used this like twice. So we're gonna do MOG in the first. And we're gonna add Popcat as number 2. We got Popcat. So as of right now, they are very, very close on the charts as well. They both have insanely bullish. Alright, that's actually the wrong pool here. Hold up. Alright, I don't even know how to change this. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, delete. There we go. Like I said, we got MOG and Popcat right now fighting for it. So I want you guys to tell me which cat coin do you think is going to hit 1 billion first? I mean, again, if you've been on the channel, you've seen my videos, you know my bias is MOG. Forever will be MOG, but again, that does not mean Popcat is not going to run. Does not mean Popcat, doesn't have that chance to do it. Popcat's strength on Solana it really has been crazy. Doesn't want to load, but the charts are fairly similar too. Because MOG itself, again, this has been in kind of price discovery for a long time now. Launched all the way back in July last year, so it's been about a year almost since MOG actually first came onto the scene. Ranged for months on months until it finally had its moonshot moment, right? I don't know why Popcat is not loading right now. But Popcat as well, I think it launched at the end of 2023. I could be wrong. Yeah, this is pissing me off. Well, like I said, which one do you guys think is going to hit 1 billion first? You can just put the ticker in the comments. Let me know, because I'm actually very curious to see. Again, my gut, my bias is on MOG. I just think as a culture coin, being a full-out culture coin versus just, an animal coin. I'm not trying to take away from Popcat in any way, but I feel like MOG as a full-out culture for crypto, should do it, but at the same time, you don't know. So I guess the pair just doesn't want to load today. So outside of that, guys, that was like one thing I wanted to bring up, because I literally thought it was going to happen yesterday. We had so many huge pumps across the board yesterday for lots of different coins, but I'm going to still pull up just more coins that I'm very bullish on. We're going to get out of here. So let's see, we got... Alright, maybe Deck Screener just doesn't want to load. That's super weird. It's been fine like all day. So we're going to pull up Deck Screener on this other browser, because I want to show a few memes, and again, I want to pull up some AI. This AI also had a little bounce, but nothing crazy, right? So the first one I do want to pull up, I think this is an ETH staple for a low cap Ethereum coin. The Balkan Dwarf continuing to blast out content all the time. Very bullish chart. And same thing, this launched all the way back in October, has been ranging sideways, down, bullish, pumped, just kind of maintaining some sort of like bullish structure. I mean, it's 7.3 million. You cannot go wrong, in my opinion, with this. Very low cap though, very high risk. But again, in my opinion, this is just, it's a matter of when, not if, for the Balkan Dwarf. I think this is a legendary coin. You guys can check their content. I've talked about it a bunch on the channel, on and off, but I do like the Balkan Dwarf a lot. So that's going to be a very good low cap long term to just potentially accumulate. I could talk about a ton of different ETH coins as well. But I'm going to say one that does remind me of the Balkan Dwarf in a way is Stanley Cup coin. And you know, obviously they're not actually the same in any sort of way, shape, or form, but they both are releasing steady, strong content on Twitter, like literally every single day, and they have not stopped for months on end. So I kind of look at them from that aspect. They are both in that same, I don't want to say category, but they both are just dropping gem content all the time. You know, Stanley Cup coin content is literally insane. You know, that's a huge reason why I'm personally betting on Stan at some point to just, you know, completely melt faces. For this to hit 100 million at some point, like I really think it can, you know. A 10x I feel like would be kind of conservative for it long term. And again, not going to pump tomorrow, probably not going to pump in 1 week. It's going to take time. So keep that in mind with any and all coins, right? But like I said, I do like Stanley Cup coin. I feel like most people on Solana at this point, they know of Stanley Cup coin. They've seen it before. It's very prominent in the degen realm of meme coins on Twitter. I just think it's getting faded because it has been down only for a long time. But at some point, this is just going to reverse, right? Especially if we see Sol hit, you know, $200, $300, you know, over the next few months, if not higher than that, right? You know, I think just Sol absolutely mooning is just going to pump any and all coins on Sol like crazy. You know, and we got our culture coin on Solana, Retardio. Still not doing too much as of now, but slightly pulling back, but it has been holding above the range. You know, I still love Retardio. Nothing's changed for me. Price is going up. I expect it to pull back probably to 40, 50 million. But I mean, guys, this chart is beautiful. You know, we actually could see this just continue to rip from here too. You know, into 100, 200 million. You know, I don't know. I'm not calling for that. But it definitely could happen. You know, you don't know what's going to happen with a lot of these coins, right? But in my opinion, it's probably going to bounce, settle, chill out. You know, maybe it has another explosion until it has another major leg up. But again, it might take a few weeks. We'll see, you know, it's just patience, I feel like, with a lot of these coins, too. But those are just very strong, you know, holds of mine that, you know, on Solana that I really believe in. I mean, there's a lot of different coins, too, you guys could be allocating to. You know, this Michi, I actually do not hold. I did hold this for a little, and then I sold very briefly. But Michi is definitely a strong cat coin as well. You know, the strength I feel like on Twitter is, you know, very, very good. I don't think you can go wrong. Again, long term jumping into some of these. I mean, this could go down, it could trend down and down, you know, I don't know. But I mean, my bet is that at some point, especially if the sentiment really can start moving even harder than it already has, we could see Michi, you know, eventually break through this little area here, you know, come back down and just start, you know, really start another huge leg to the upside. At some point, I think that will come, because again, the mind share is huge on Michi on Twitter, which, you know, super important. One of the last ones too, Mumu has been, again, I don't know what it is. I like Mumu a lot, if I can type today. I think Mumu just super undervalued in a sense of the chart. I feel like it's just jumping in anywhere, legitimately anywhere underneath this resistance. It's like you're guaranteed at least a 100% return, if not more. And again, that's, you know, it's nothing is guaranteed in crypto, so, but in my opinion, I feel like this is just, I feel like everyone I've seen on Twitter has seen the Mumu chart. They know what is coming for it. You know, I feel like you can't go wrong with it right now. And again, it's just like, This is just what I look for in a lot of coins. Insane community, very, very strong, or cult-like community, right? That's like my number one thing. When I look at meme coins, like really good ones, I search for the community and like Twitter sentiment over everything. I don't care about listings, I don't care about this and that. It's who's talking about it, who is in it, and are there actually a lot of strong believers in the coin, because that alone will take your coin to insane levels. I don't know, that's personally how I look at it and how I gauge pretty much every meme coin, is who's talking about it, and you know, how is the sentiment around it. You know, is half of crypto Twitter talking about it? Has half of crypto Twitter seen it? Number two is the chart. Sentiment is important. Community, sentiment and community, I guess those are two different things, but third would be the chart. If the chart looks very bottomed out, or just edging into a huge rip, right? So that's kind of what I look for with certain meme coins. But for Moomoo though, it is at 70 million, so it's a little bit higher in market cap, you know, while in accumulation here, but you know, I feel like that's not going to take away from it, you know, still running to, you know, minimum 2, 3, 4x once it breaks. You know, breaks, bounces, retests, does whatever it's got to do. You know, maybe plays in down here, grabs some liquidity, and just skyrockets, right? But anyways, Moomoo, like I said, looks very good. And we're going to pull up on some AI too. Because LNQ, guys, Link AI, I've been talking about it now for months. To me, this is like still one of the most bullish charts I've seen for an AI coin in the current market. It's literally almost at all-time highs. Still, I don't feel like many people are talking about this coin, and it's been making a killing. You know, I personally am super bullish on this one, and it's still only at 30 million. You know, it does have a somewhat small circulating supply right now, but you know, tokenomics are pretty good. Lots of liquidity to it, which is what I like to see also. But yeah, Link AI is super interesting. Trying to think if there's any others recently. And like I said, we got Moon Tropico just, you know, ripping, right? I don't even need to pull it up. I talked about it earlier. Warped Games, you know, one of my other main high conviction gaming tokens, right? You know, still in like, I guess in accumulation though, but I mean the chart looks literally primed for a huge breakout. Like, to me, this chart is just so bullish. The momentum is just, you could draw it. Like, look at that. I feel like the momentum is just pointed to the upside. And again, I could be wrong. This could just come all the way back down. But honestly, I think with the strength of the team, the game that they're working on, you know, how active they are. And I feel like a lot of people are slowly picking up on Warped, because they are a really strong team. They're doing a lot and making a killing on this game that they're working on. You know, I think it looks great here. Just long term, again, I've been talking about it and holding this for months now. And at this point, I'm just going to be, you know, waiting for a huge real rally, especially when crypto gaming has that narrative pump again, a huge one, right? You know, this could easily do a 5 to 10x in my opinion from current levels. Even though, again, I really don't like to do price predictions on a lot of coins, but you know, I think the chart could do something like this long term. You know, maybe it just eventually has a correction, but I don't know. I do think this has a lot of growth ahead of it. Still only at 15, I think that's correct. I don't know if it's actually 15 million. Somewhere around that though. It's still very low cap for a gaming token. Like I said, it looks really good. But outside of that, guys, that's, you know, I'm gonna wrap this video up here on 20 minutes. That's just some stuff I wanted to bring up today. I appreciate you guys watching, and outside of that, I'll probably just drop some more info on some newer coins that I really haven't covered on the channel, you know, within the next week, 2 weeks, just you know, certain days talking about different stuff, but you know, I just want to give more opportunities out where I see them. And you know, just the ones I'm talking about, I feel like ton of opportunity. Even if you don't like meme coins, you know, meme coins have unbelievable upside, you know, still over the next 6 to 12 months, in my opinion. So outside of that, you know, that's what I wanted to bring up and talk about. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.